She's here to end the scheme.
Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hey guys, like and subscribe. Hello.
Yes, hello.
So this is Mark Spencer from Department of Homeland Security. How are you doing today, miss?
I'm having a hard time. My plumber came over today. It's been a really bad day, but I'll survive.
All right, miss. As per as investigation, your name is under the investigation for money laundering and drug trafficking.
I'm sorry, sir. Can you please speak up a little bit? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Yes, miss. First of all, miss, grab a pen and piece of paper handy with you and note down my information for your future.
Hold on a second. Let me get something to write with. Hold on. And this is Mr. Spencer with Homeland Security?
Yes, Mr. Spencer, Officer Spencer, Mark Spencer from Department of Homeland Security Investigation.
Okay. All right.
And note down my batch number, miss.
Okay.
78105.
78105. Okay.
Note down your case ID number before I go ahead and read out the case paper for you. Your case ID number is D as in David,
Okay.
C as in Charlie, 97224.
97224. I don't understand why there's a case against me.
Yes, I will let you know the investigation paper for you. I will read out each and everything so you can understand each and everything very carefully, okay?
Okay.
First of all, before I go ahead and read out the investigation paper for you, must verify me your first name, like spell it out your first name so I can put in the forms.
Penelope. Penelope. Bailey. Bailey.
It's Penelope Bailey, right?
No, it's not Penelope. You've mispronounced my name. It's Penelope. Penelope?
Penelope Bailey, correct?
Penelope. Penelope, not Penelope.
Okay, Penelope.
No, it's not Penelope. No, sir. No, sir. I'm sorry. It's not Penelope. It's Penelope. Penelope.
Penelope. Okay, can you spell it out again?
Penelope Bailey. Penelope. Penelope Bailey.
Okay, I got it. And what's your zip code? And what is your current address? Okay. So now I will read out the investigation paper for you, Ms. Bailey, so that you can understand the situation in much better
I'm sorry,
way.
can you speak up? I'm having a hard time hearing you again. Please.
Now I will go ahead and read out the investigation paper for you so that you can understand that exactly what's going on, okay?
Yeah, because I don't understand why Homeland Security has a case against me. I'm not anybody.
I got your point. So I'm reading out the paper. Please sit back, relax, and listen to my part very carefully, okay?
I'm listening.
The investigation started under your name when we recovered an abandoned car in South Border, North Carolina. The make
I'm
and
sorry,
model
the South
of this
border
car.
of North Carolina? Is that what you said?
Yes. Yes, miss. The make and model of this car was Toyota Camry, the VIN number ending with 1651. This car was idle on the street and the local reported about this car to be suspicious. After which local sheriff investigated and they found car contains some blood and drug residues inside it that kept them completely enrolling. And they found the car was rented under your name and we got two addresses to the car title. The first address is and the second address is state in California, which is the warehouse. So the second address, Miss Bailey, was suspicious, was raided by the U.S. Marshals. Unfortunately, there was no one at the warehouse. Then too, we have recovered 27 pounds of cocaine, which is an abusing drug.
Oh my God!
We also
I've never
found some
rented any
papers.
car. I haven't rented any car, a Toyota.
I got your point. I understand the point. I will give you fair enough chance to raise your question. First, let me complete the investigation paper for you. So the second address was suspicious, was raided by the U.S. Marshal. Unfortunately, there was no one at the warehouse. Then too, we have recovered 27 pounds of cocaine, which is an abusing drug. We also found some papers of financial institutions such as Bank of America, Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, US Bank, and there are multiple credit unions. All these accounts were running under your name. So the question rises that, Ms. Belly, when we are investigating on this banking statement with respectful financial institution, we found more than $750,000 has been wired from this bank account to Mexico and Colombia for money laundering
Did you
and
say
drug trafficking.
$750,000 was wired?
Yes.
I
Yes,
don't have
750.
$750,000.
Yes, I'm not telling that you are doing this. I'm just telling that what information we have got in custody. So the $750,000 has been wired from to Mexico and Colombia for money laundering and drug trafficking. So we got two recipients in the respective country. The first is Walter Parker from Mexico and Benjamin Alpert from Colombia. So have you heard this name before?
No, I don't know who any of these people are.
Okay, I recorded your statement on this recorded line. That means you are making a statement that, officer, I don't have any idea about this all criminal activities which is going on, right?
I have no idea about any of this.
So we believe that, Ms. Valley, someone is having an access to your personal information, which is biggest concern to our government, and you might be a victim of identity theft. Do you copy that?
I know I'm a victim of identity theft because I didn't do any of this. I'd like to know how they did this.
So we will need to go ahead and start the investigation to find out the real criminal who is doing this for you and put in the back of the bars. So are you willing to cooperate with the federal officers so we can go ahead and start the investigation to find out the real one?
How
Ms. Valley?
do you want me to cooperate? I just told you I didn't do any of this.
All right, but so first of all, I will fill up the identification theft reports for you and send it to the higher authorities that this all things belongs to you and this all things belongs to criminal. Like we need to go ahead and differentiate the information which belongs to you and which belongs to criminal so we can go ahead and send all the information to the chief investigation officer, the Department of Justice, so they will go ahead and freeze all the fake accounts, all the fake assets, and all the fake properties which does not belongs to you, which belongs to criminal, and we can go ahead and start the investigation to find out the real criminal who is doing this for you and put in the back of the bus. Okay?
Okay.
So my first question is to you is, have you visited any foreign countries in last 7 years?
In the last 7 years, I'd never visited a foreign. Well, I mean, does Canada count?
Okay. And have you lost any of your identity in your past, like your driver's license, state ID?
I'm sorry, you didn't answer my question. I said, does Canada count? Because I visited Canada.
Okay, you are in Canada?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm asking that have you visited to Mexico or have you visited to Colombia?
No.
Like any cruise or any vacations?
I've never visited Mexico or Colombia. Just Canada.
That's it, right?
That's right.
And have you lost any of your identity in your past, like driver's license, state ID, or debit or credit card?
No, I've never lost any of my own personal stuff, but I know that there's data breaches out there that's exposed a lot of our personal information, but I've never lost my driver's license, credit or debit card, no.
So have you shared your information or have you put your information on any website?
No, I don't do that anymore because all these companies are getting hacked and our information's out there. So I'm trying to not do any of that anymore.
I recorded your statement. Now I'll fill up the identification theft reports for you. Like how many vehicles you have as per of your knowledge in the United States? Like 1, 2.
You mean how many vehicles do I personally own?
Yes.
I just
Which
own
is under
one.
your name?
I just have one vehicle.
Okay. Have you rented a Toyota Camry in your past?
No, I've never rented a Toyota Camry.
Okay. I record your statement. And how many financial institutions you bank with, which is truly belongs to you? So we
Just
can go ahead and freeze all the fake ones.
just
Like one,
one.
two.
Just one.
What is the name?
Navy Federal Credit Union. I just have one account. Well, I have two accounts with them.
And like a checking or savings?
I have savings and checking.
Okay. And apart from Navy Federal, do you have any other bank account?
I just said I only have the one.
Okay, so we can go ahead and freeze all the fake accounts like Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America. This does not belong to you, correct?
Yes, please do that. Because I don't have any dealings with any of those banks.
I recorded your statement. And in the Navy Federal Credit Union, what is the approximately value you hold in your checking and savings both?
Well, hold on. Let me check. Hold on. Please.
Okay.
Okay, my checking account has $2,309.41.
What about your saving?
$24,698.67.
24,697, right?
No, $24,698.67.
Okay. And do you have any investments like 401k, IRA, future investments, or money market?
Yeah, I have a 401k.
Just 401k. And what is the approximate value?
Approximate value, you mean my balance?
Like any rough figures, so I can send to the higher authorities that this thing belongs to you, not to the criminal.
I'm sorry, you just confused me when you said what's the value. Balance is looks like $139,909.44.
139,000. Okay. And apart from this 401k, do you have any another bank account?
I told you twice I do not.
Okay. So we will go ahead and freeze all the fake accounts, all the fake assets, which does not belongs to you, which belongs to criminal. Okay.
Good.
So now just be on the line for a moment, so I can go ahead and submit all the information to the Chief Investigation Officer. First of all, so they will verify each and everything. So after that, I can submit all the information to the higher authorities, so they can go ahead and freeze all the fake accounts and all the fake assets that does not belong to you, and remove your name from this criminal activities. Okay?
Okay. Am I going to be on hold for a few minutes? Because there's somebody at my door, and I don't know who it is. I think it's my Amazon delivery. Do I have time to go get that real quick?
Yeah, so real quick, do it, and make sure don't share this information to anyone else. The investigation has been started. You need to be a part of the investigation to find out the real one, okay?
Well, I don't talk to the Amazon delivery driver, but I'll be right
Okay.
back. And you're going to put me on hold?
Yes, I'm putting you on hold. Once you come back, just let me know. Hello, okay?
Okay, thank you. I'll be right back. Hello, are you there?
Okay. So I have submitted all the information to the Chief Investigation Officer. Now I will go ahead and transfer your call to the Chief Investigation Officer. Might he will ask you for the case ID number. You have your case ID number in front of you.
I have it written down. Yeah.
Can you repeat me the case number so I
Hold
can
on.
check that you have correct one?
Hold on a second. DC 97224.
Yes, absolutely right. So now just be on the line for a moment so I can go ahead and transfer your call to the Chief Investigation Officer. Might he will ask you for the case ID number. Provide them the case ID number and they will provide you all the information of the case, okay?
Okay.
So just be on the line for a moment, so I can go ahead and transfer your call, okay?
Okay.
You have my name and my batch number, everything, right?
I have it all written down here, yes.
All right. Just be on the line for a moment. Thank you for the time and thank you for the patience. I'm going ahead and transferring your call to the Chief Investigation Officer. Make sure, let them know each and everything, so he will help you in a much better way, okay?
Okay. I hit mute. Thank you, Soul, for providing this number to me. These are scammers in India or Pakistan, most likely India, pretending to be Homeland Security now. They changed some things up, the car, but it's still basically the same scam.
So thank you for holding the line. Your line has been transferred to the Chief Investigating Officer, Austin Hill, with the badge number 108956. Help me out with the case ID number.
DC 97224.
All right, it's Delta Charlie 97224. Just give me a good moment. I believe I'm speaking with Miss Bailey.
Yes, Penelope Bailey.
How are you doing this afternoon, Miss Bailey?
I've been having a really crappy day. One of my pipes busted and the plumber came out and I had to spend over $1,000 to get it fixed, and now this.
All right, Miss Bailey, here I can look into my centralized system that you have been accused for money laundering and drug trafficking under the Section 42, subsection
Accusing me?
Yes, you have been.
The other gentleman, the other guy said that I was a victim of identity theft, and I said, yes, I am,
Miss,
obviously.
first of all, listen to my full statement, okay? It states that you have been accused for the case of money laundering and drug trafficking, but as per the reports, you are claiming yourself as a victim of identity theft, and you have nothing to do with all these allegations which has been drafted under your name. Am I correct? You have nothing to do with all these allegations.
I've said that many times.
Okay. All right. This is also I have to record your statement, Ms. Bailey. Now, Ms. Bailey, I just ask you one thing, that how often you change all of your credentials, like all of your banking passwords, all of your email passwords, and all of your social media account passwords, like on a weekly basis, monthly basis, or you never do that?
Well, first of all, I don't have social media. And second of all, I change my passwords constantly.
Okay. So when was the last time you updated your email password? Do you recall?
2 days ago, and I have pass keys also.
Okay, glad to hear that. So, Ms. Bailey, when you go outside of your house, do you connect your cell phone and laptop to any kind of public Wi-Fi?
No, I never do that. I use a VPN, and I use my data.
Okay, all right. Ordered a statement, Ms. Bailey. Now, before we proceed about this open investigation, Ms. Bailey, I have to brief you about certain options which you have under your belt to clear your name from all
Under
these
my
allegations.
belt?
So,
I'm sorry?
I mean, the options which you have at this point of time, which you can go for to clear your name from all these allegations. So I'm going to go ahead and read out the options for you, okay? You let me know which option you want to go for.
I'm listening.
Okay, so the option number one, Ms. Bailey, is the judicial way. Now, in this option, as soon as the money laundering case is filed against your name, immediately summons will be issued on your name and will be sent to your local police department. Then, one of your local sheriff officers will come to your residence with the summons and hand it over to you. And as soon as you receive the summons, you can hire a defense lawyer for yourself who will represent you inside the court and prove you innocent inside the federal courthouse based on the substantial evidences he or she will be generating. But, Ms. Bailey, if somehow, somewhere, you are being found guilty in the federal courthouse, then the penalty on your name will be the total of the money laundering that has been conducted under your information, which will be equivalent to $750,000. This is the option number two, which you can go for. Now, Ms. Bailey, coming to the second option, which is to cooperate with the Department of Homeland Security. Now, in this option, before contacting you, Ms. Bailey, we have done a complete background check on your name from the National Criminal Database. And I see here that your name has never been involved in any kind of the criminal activities in the past, which is a really very good thing for us at this point of time. But so far, Ms. Bailey, we don't have any other substantial evidence except this report and your recorded vocal statements to fight for your innocence. So, Ms. Bailey, on the basis of this report, what I can do for you is I can go ahead and I will speak to the superior officer at the DHS to see that is there any chance to resolve this case before it's being taken to the federal courthouse. We will be investigating you until you are not proven guilty. We will be doing that outside of the courthouse without having you in any kind of legal trouble. And if you cooperate with the Department of Homeland Security, you have my words over this recorded line that none of the federal government will touch you until they find anything illegal in your true belongings while the process of resolution of this case and investigation is going on. So, Ms. Bailey, you need to record me your vocal statement that which option you would like to go with. Option number one, which is the judicial way, or the option number two, which is to help and cooperate the Department of Homeland Security to find out the real criminals.
Well, I'd like to
Be
find the
bold
real
and
criminals. I've
specific.
never been through anything like this before. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Wait till you understand that. I will be explaining each and everything, but before that, you have to record a statement, which option you want to go for.
I don't
Ms.
know.
Bailey.
I don't know. I've never been through anything like this before. This is obviously identity theft.
Okay, so is there any chance that you are able to hire the criminal attorney for yourself, or you want us to help you out in the situation?
Well, I could hire
Ms.
an
Bailey.
attorney, but how can you help me out? How can you help me?
Okay, so we will. Sure, I will be explaining each and everything. Now, Ms. Bailey, before we do anything, what we have to do, we have to rate out the each and every property which is being currently rented out under your identity without your knowledge. As my previous associate had mentioned you, that the packages which we are talking about, which were coming from Mexico, was getting the delivery address of California.
Gesundheit.
And you mentioned that you don't have any relationship with California address. Am I correct?
I don't, but how can you help
don't
me?
recall.
How can you help me with this?
I
Can
will
you
be-
get to that,
that's
please,
what-
and
that's
let me
what
know
I'm
how
telling
you can
you.
help me?
Ms.
Please?
Bailey, just give me a good moment. I will be explaining you each and everything, okay? Step by step, okay? So as you told me that you don't have any relation with all those Californian and New York address, that means these imposters have the core access to your information, and they have managed to rent out several fake properties under your name.
Huh.
So first of all, what we need to do is we will be rating out each and every property so that we can evacuate
Well, I can
all
tell
of
you,
the
you don't
victims
have to
of
read
culprits.
out each and every property because I only live at one address, okay? None of those are mine. I don't need to
We
waste
got
that kind
you,
of
we got
time. I
you.
mean, you don't have to read
We
all that
got
out.
you, Ms. Bailey.
Pardon?
No, but Ms. Bailey, at this moment, these criminals are using those properties which is being rented out under your name as a warehouse facility.
Well, you
to
better
import
not
their
give me
drugs.
the addresses because I might be inclined to go find them and do something to them. So don't give me
I
these
can give you
addresses,
the
okay?
addresses.
Just tell me how you can help me,
Okay, no.
please.
Sure. So the second step which we need to follow now is we will be suspending your existing social security number on an immediate basis.
You can't
Now,
do that.
why we have to
You
do
can't
this-
do that. I get Social Security disability and I'm a congestive heart failure patient. You can't do that. I'll lose my Medicare. I could die.
Ms. Bailey, there is a protocol. I have to explain to you. There is a procedure for that. We're not telling you that we are going to put you without any identity. What I'm telling you is this: we have to suspend your existing social security number on an immediate basis. Then I will be scheduling an appointment with your local social security administrative office. There you have
It's
to go.
closed.
And you
My
will be
local Social
receiving-
Security office was closed 6 months ago during the
So we will be
cutbacks.
explaining. Okay, we will be appointing you at your home. Okay, the social security officers will be visiting your house with a new social security number, so that these criminals have no access to your old social security details, and in the near future they won't be able to open up any fraudulent bank accounts. Because as my associate have already told you, that at this point of time 9 bank accounts are being operated under your name all
Okay,
across
well,
the country.
I don't understand how
So what
any of
we
this
need
is possible. I froze my credit bureaus over a year ago. And
These
somebody
criminals are
tried to
very
get a
smart, I
credit
guess.
card in my name and it was stopped cold because once your credit bureaus are frozen, nobody can do anything. So
Yeah.
I'd really like to know how this happened.
But this Bailey, we are not talking about the credit card. We are talking
No,
about
no,
the
not a
real
credit. No, okay,
genuine
you're
checking
okay. You're
and
not
savings.
listening to me. Please listen. I
Okay.
froze my credit bureaus at the advice of my daughter because once you freeze your credit bureaus, nobody can open up credit or do anything in your name. I can't even do it until I lift the freeze. So I'd really like to know how this happened.
Okay. So, Ms. Bailey, when did you close your that credit bureau information?
I froze
did you
my
shut it
credit
down?
bureau information over a year ago. Almost 2
Over a year.
years
So
ago.
it might
Almost
be-
2 years ago,
So
actually.
it might be okay. So it might be possible, Ms. Bailey, that these imposters have your core information app. They have opened up the bank accounts.
They
might
can't
be
do
5
that.
years ago or 10 years ago.
They can't do that with a frozen credit bureau. They can't.
But-
The bank would look it up and they'd be like, "Sorry, this is frozen."
Uh-huh. Okay. We will be investigating that, but first of all, we got the clear instruction from the courthouse to suspend your existing social because that's the only way possible to eliminate all these criminals from your core access, so that they won't be able to open up any bank account or any prepaid accounts in the near future. I totally understand your concern that how these imposters have managed to open a bank account.
It's not
If you have it
possible.
already so much
It's
secured,
not
yeah.
okay. I guess you don't understand how freezing credit bureaus work. It's not possible. It is impossible for any criminal to do anything in my name with a frozen credit bureau. It's impossible.
We know that it is almost impossible,
No, no,
but
no,
they
no,
might
no,
be
no,
very
no. Not
smart.
almost impossible. It is impossible. Impossible. Not able to happen.
Now, Miss Bailey, this is the generation of artificial intelligence. You might be knowing that, okay?
Artificial
Anything is
intelligence doesn't
possible at this.
matter. If your
Yeah.
credit bureaus are frozen, no one can do anything. You
But it's
obviously don't
happening, Miss
understand
Bailey.
how that works. You don't understand, do you?
But Miss Bailey, it's happening.
It's
And let me
not
tell you that in the
happening.
last 6 months,
It's not
it's
happening. It's
happening,
not
Miss Bailey.
possible. It is not possible. Frozen credit bureaus prevent it.
So what you want me to do, Miss Bailey?
Well, I think I'll call my lawyer and find out and get his help because like I said, nobody can do any of this stuff when your credit bureaus are frozen. It's impossible. And obviously you don't understand that, so I have a good case against you.
Okay, no problem, Miss Bailey. Are you able to visit your bank at this moment? They will be explaining each and everything.
My bank is closed now. It's after 5 o'clock. Why would I visit my bank?
Okay, South Florida, yeah. So how often you go to your bank?
I don't go there
Like
very
on a weekly
often. I
basis?
don't go there all the time. Why? Why?
And you told me that you are on certain kind of disability. What kind of disability are you in?
I have congestive heart failure.
Oh, so sorry to hear that.
I'll
All
bet.
right, Miss Bailey, let me do one thing. Let me call you back after some time. Let me grasp all the information that if your credit karma is telling you that none of the accounts can be opened up, how the hell did this happen, okay? So I will be
Yeah.
reaching you back as soon as possible. All right, Miss Bailey? Till the
Okay.
time, I just need one favor from you. Do not share this information to any third person, okay? Till the time you get anything written from the DHS.
So you're telling me not to call my attorney?
No, you can call your attorney. You can hire the lawyer for yourself. But apart from that person, do not share this to any third person, all right?
When will you be calling me back?
Tomorrow morning,
Okay.
9 o'clock,
All right. All
your
right.
time, okay?
All
All
right.
right, Miss Bailey. Nice talking to you. God bless you. God bless America.
Bye. Saying God bless you. That irks me so bad because they don't believe in God. They don't care. Oh my gosh in heaven. This is so convoluted and screwed up. Some scammer calling up pretending to be Homeland Security, then asking about going to my bank because they want me. All they want is money. They want to drain your bank account.
Hey, so these goof asses, they're not with Homeland Security and they're not U.S. Marshals. They're just beggars. So stop calling them. They're not real. Social Security or the U.S. Marshals or the Homeland Security or whatever, they're never going to call you, let alone call you and say that there was a Toyota Corolla found with drugs and bad
Camry.
stuff
That's nice.
and everything. Anybody that ever calls you and uses those stupid ass scare tactics is just a stupid beggar. So stop calling them. Just hang up the phone, laugh at them. Tell them how stupid they are. Do all the whole works, the whole 9 yards. Just give them the absolute crap that they deserve because they are the absolute skid marks of society. Thank you very much and have a better day.
Sorry, mailbox is full. To send an SMS notification.
That's hilarious. Somebody hacked their voicemail and left that on there to warn people. That's fantastic. I don't know who you are, but bless you for doing that. I hope that we save a lot of people that listen to that and understand that these are exactly what you said they are. They are skid marks of society.
If I ever get scammed, I'm gonna let them know that I have a friend named Penelope and she don't play and she see you in person. I don't think it's gonna be good for you.